Hello there, this is Ujjwal and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm creating these fabulous mixed media masculine tags. So many of you requested something masculine, some masculine project. So I decided to share these tags today. To start with, I am taking out two different sheets of pattern paper from the My Gentleman collection. This is a 6x6 paper pack, and with one sheet I'm cutting it into half, so I have two tags that are sized at 3 inches by 6 inches. Next, I have this 1.5 inch circle punch from Dress My Craft again, and I'm going to punch out some circles from the other sheet that I took out. So we are going to be using these circles to create some texture and some interesting pattern on our tags. Of course, you can play around, create a random pattern or do something symmetrical like I'm doing here. So I'm creating a symmetrical pattern, arranging all these circles in a row, and yeah, this is super fun, and it creates a beautiful visual texture, as well as you can touch and feel that texture. So it's a really lovely detail that you can add to your mixed media creations. So I am creating these tags today, but you can of course extend this design and these techniques to other projects like your cards, or maybe layouts and albums, and whatever you want to create on the masculine theme. So for the second tag, I decided to cut all the circles into half. So I'm using these semicircles, randomly arranging them in a random fashion. I just wanted to give you an idea of how you can work differently with these. Next, I'm just laying down my craft mat here. This is a protective mat to protect your surface from all the paints and mess. So I'm using that, and I'm using some distress sprays. I have this one is, I think, dried marigold, so it's a beautiful orange, and I'm just rubbing the paper in. While I was doing this, I realized I should have probably added a little bit of gesso, a layer of gesso on the tags for it to absorb the color better, because the color was just sliding off the tags here, but still at the end I was able to get some color and texture on the tag, so it wasn't that bad, but probably a layer of gesso would be really good. So I used three colors here. One is the dried marigold, then there is a yellow called wild honey, and then there is a green called shabby shutters. So these three colors, and then I'm using my Black & Decker heat gun to just dry it off quickly, because it was taking a lot of time to dry. Now I'm using this Pit Artist brush pen. It's a really nice black, and I'm just adding some highlights to the circle on the edges so that they pop out a little bit more. I felt like they were lost in all that color that I'd added, so I am just adding some definition to those circles here. You can also use a charcoal pencil in case you don't have the Pit Artist brush pen. That will work great too. Now this is the 3-in-1 corner punch, and I absolutely love this because it has 3 different sizes in one punch, and you can really quickly round off your corners, and you can see the difference that it makes. It really, it adds that finishing touch to your projects. So it cuts 3 sizes, small, medium and large, and it's one of my favorites. Next, I'm using this stencil. This is called Ledger Script, and again a beautiful mixed media stencil from Dress My Craft, and I'm using some metallic texture paste from the Crafters Workshop. I was on their design team a while back, and I absolutely love their texture paste. So many beautiful colors to choose from. This one is called Copper Penny. It's a beautiful copper color and has this beautiful shine to it. So I'm adding some texture with the stencil and texture paste, just randomly, basically, so that I have more details and more layers on my tags. And here I really like that 55, and I wanted that on the tag, so I'm kind of focusing on that 55 there, and I want to make sure that it's visible on my final tag. So here it is, and then I just left them out to dry. You can use a heat gun, of course, to speed up the process. And now I have these fuzzy cut elements from the motif sheets, the coordinating motif sheets of My Gentleman paper pack or collection, and I absolutely love these. And this is probably the part that takes the most time. I take forever to arrange everything on my projects. So I'm using some burlap twine. I have this copper twine as well, which matches the copper paste, and then I'm just arranging my elements here. So I always arrange them without glue first, so that I'm sure of what I want where, and whether I like the arrangement or not, and I can always shift around. And then I like to take a photograph before actually starting to stick it, so that if something moves, I know I can refer back to my photograph and see where I had put a particular thing in the first place. So I'm just arranging stuff, and of course when I glue it down I will move around a few things, but yeah, so I used hot glue here because that would add some more dimension, and you can see all that dimension and thickness on the tags, and that's it. So quick and easy. So again, I forgot to order the tag punch. It has been on my list, and every time I forget to order it, so I'm just cutting my snipping off the edges to convert these tags into actual tags. And yeah, so I hope you like this video in the process, and don't forget to let me know in the comments below what more you'd like to see, and I will see you again next time. Take care. Bye bye.